All right, guys. So, washed-up comedian and failed actor Michael Rapaport allegedly witnessed a homeless man loot a Rite Aid in New York City right in front of his face and walk out unscathed. Right? Nobody said anything. Nobody did anything. Okay? And he posted the video on the internet of the robbery happening, and the dude was acting so surprised, right? So surprised that somebody was robbing a store right in front of his face in a liberal city like New York that has been solved on crime. Now I want to remind you guys before I get into this video, Michael Rapaport is he's a liberal, right? He's a leftist, so he agrees with some of these policies, right? That he's now complaining about. And just to remind you of just how far gone this man is, he's the same guy that was talking about hog-tying Trump and throwing him out on the street on Black Lives Matter Avenue after the election. And before I play this video, I want to warn you guys that this guy is a potty mouth, right? He's gonna curse a lot. It's honestly too much to edit out. So if you don't like cursing, this ain't a video for you. But this guy is gonna curse a lot. So without further ado, roll the clip.
They're gonna give you a place and you're gonna get the fuck out. And if you don't get the fuck out, that's when we bring in the zip ties. Yeah? We're gonna bring in the zip ties, we're gonna hog tie you, we're gonna stick a fucking apple in your mouth, and we're gonna toss you right the fuck out on the street, right outside of the White House on Black Lives Matter Plaza. Don't worry about this guy's not tough. This is a draft dodging, 2-bit, low life, 3-card Monty playing pimp.
Now look, hey, if you got to cuss in every 2 words, right, to complete a sentence, bro, you got a problem. You got an issue. You got a language problem, okay? You need to go back and learn some English, okay? Because I don't know anybody that curses that much. I mean, this dude just curses after every other word. It's ridiculous. But I'm just showing that video to let you guys know, if you guys aren't familiar with this guy, what his political views are, right? He's a, Trump hater. He don't like Republicans. He's a liberal. He's a leftist. So he probably agrees with a whole lot of things that the left is pushing. Or put it this way, he might not necessarily agree with it, because apparently from my research, he doesn't necessarily agree with defunding the police. However, his voting habits and the things he puts out on social media seems to suggest that, hey, the dude probably votes Democrat. And he witnessed the consequences of some of these Democrat policies that guys like him vote for, as there was a Rite Aid basically getting looted right in front of his face. And for whatever reason, this dude was acting shocked to see it, okay? Take a look.
Yo, I'm looking at this shit. This dude, this motherfucker, yo, this dude is, I can't believe I'm seeing this shit. This motherfucker, yo, this fucking guy just filled his 2 bags up with everything in Rite Aid right here on 80th and 1st Avenue. He's walking down the street like shit is Gucci. Look at me in my face like, what's good? I was watching him the whole time. My man just went Christmas shopping in January. He had the condoms, the shampoo.
Okay, so yeah, that dude is acting shocked, right? He's like, I don't know what I just witnessed, right? A homeless guy comes in here, loots his store, and just walks out. Security guard is literally right there doing nothing. Okay, dude didn't even flinch. He didn't flinch. Didn't call the police, didn't say anything. And Michael Rapaport is acting shocked. Okay, the only person that should be shocked to see something like that in a liberal city like New York, San Francisco, LA, Chicago, etc., are people that watch MSNBC and CNN, right? Because MSNBC and CNN, they've been telling you that this is a conspiracy, right? It is a conspiracy that crime is going up across the country. It is a conspiracy that these convenience stores and retail stores across the country are being systemically looted and robbed, right? They know it's a conspiracy. It's just Fox News exaggerating, right? That's all they're doing. They're trying to scare their white audience, is what MSNBC says, right? People like Chris Hayne made the argument that the only reason Fox News talks about it is because they love seeing black people stealing stuff, right? That's what he said. That's what he said. But the people that actually live in those cities are witnessing the ramifications of the failed Democrat liberal policies that networks like CNN and MSNBC support because they don't talk about the failures of those policies, which means they support it. Okay, and people like Michael Rapaport, who allegedly is supposed to be against defund the police, but for whatever reason hates Trump and, you know, probably supports Democrats. So this is what you voted for. You're witnessing what you voted for. Okay, catch and release policies. I guarantee you that homeless man has made a habit out of doing that. He does that all the time. You know why? Because he knows nothing's going to happen to him. I guarantee you he's probably been arrested more than once for it. And I guarantee you he's been let out of jail and not prosecuted for it. Okay, probably not even charged. Because these are the new policies. These are the new progressive policies that people like Michael Rapaport vote for. Right? That's what they vote for. And the unfortunate reality of it is that when you have policies like this, you're going to get stories like this one, right, that Michael Rapaport just talked about. And then you get stories like this. Okay, this NYC man who predicted he'll dodge bail after 3 busts in 36 hours. And he's right, right? As this guy, who's a homeless man in Brooklyn, allegedly was busted 3 times in 36 hours and never got bail for it, right? So that basically means they was just arresting the guy and then releasing him. Okay, let's read here a little bit, just a little bit. A Brooklyn homeless man was busted 3 times in just 36 hours last week, boasted to NYPD cops that he would dodge bail at each turn because he didn't have a record. He proved to be right. Augustin Garcia, 63, was charged with robbing 2 Manhattan strap hangers, wielding a knife against one of them, and stealing a beer from a Bronx bodega in rapid succession. Prosecutors and law enforcement sources told the Post. Manhattan prosecutors twice asked that Garcia be held on bail amid his alleged crime spree, only to be denied by judges. Quote, it wasn't until the suspect was busted a 3rd time that he was sent to Bellevue Hospital for a psychiatric evaluation, although still without any bail to keep him locked up. Quote, we can arrest people, we can cut them loose, incarcerate them, but it's not addressing underlying problems, said a frustrated law enforcement source. Okay, so this article goes on to talk about mental health and how much of a problem that is, right? But you guys see the point, okay? This guy was arrested 3 times in 36 hours, and he was released each time. Dude knew that, hey, you know what? I'm not going to jail because technically I don't have a record. And each time you arrest me, it doesn't matter because I don't have a record. And I don't have a record because they're not charging me, they're not prosecuting me, they're not doing anything, even when I commit crimes, right? They're not doing anything. So, again, why are you surprised to see this? You shouldn't be surprised because the criminals have become emboldened in these cities because of your soft on crime policies. Look at the DA in New York City right now. Dude is basically saying, look, if you commit an armed robbery, as long as you don't hurt anybody, as long as you do it peacefully, a peaceful armed robbery, okay, you know, we might just give you a misdemeanor, okay? We're going to downgrade it, okay? Shouldn't be surprised because what you saw last year was fiery but peaceful protests where things that are obviously violent, they said, oh, well, you know, it's still peaceful even though it's violent, okay? That is the way that a lot of these prosecutors are looking at these crimes, right? They're looking at violent crimes as, well, as long as they were peaceful, right, then we're not really going to go after them like that. And that, again, has emboldened the criminals, okay? That they're so brave that they'll walk into a Rite Aid and just say, you know, I'm going to take whatever I want and walk out because there are no consequences. There are no consequences. Police aren't going to do anything about it because they know if they arrest them, that they're not going to get prosecuted. They're not going to serve any jail time. So why even try? This is why some of these liberal cities are becoming like third world countries. What you're saying happened in these liberal cities is exactly what happens in third world countries where the law enforcement system is not funded properly. They're corrupt and criminals run the town, right? That's what you're saying. These places are becoming like third world countries. I'm so serious. So, hey, Mike, why don't you take all that energy that you put towards hating Trump and put some of that energy towards hating the Democrats that are running the city that have emboldened these criminals that allowed that to happen, right? What about that, right? Since you got such a loud mouth, since you're so vulgar, direct some of that energy towards the people that are actually causing the real problems in society, okay? So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.